Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to Beer Geek Nation. I'm your host, Chris. Thank you so much for joining me once again for another beer review. And today, guys, we're looking at a beer that I think goes under a lot of people's radars for some reason. This one's from Founders Brewing. This is their seasonal release. This is Backwoods Bastard. It's a 10.2% wee heavier Scotch ale aged in oak bourbon barrels. So two of my favorite things, bourbon barrel beers, Scotch ales, really awesome stuff. I've reviewed this before. I've had this before. And like I said, I think it goes undetected by a lot of people. And it's a really fantastic beer. So let me share it with you guys. Let me get into a glass so you guys know how it smells, tastes, and give you the final verdict on the Founders Backwoods Bastard. All right, guys, so the appearance on the Backwoods Bastard, classic Scotch ale, dark, murky brown, where the light hits the corners there, even getting like a ruby red or a blood red. You can really see very little through it, just this hazy kind of light hitting the backside of it. Very little head, but a bourbon barrel-aged beer, I would expect that. The head that is there, definitely leaving a big kind of bubbly lacing on the side of the glass, getting a lot of alcohol legs on this, but again, 10%, that is something that's going to be present in this one. Just a really like dank looking beer. All right, guys, so the aroma on the Backwoods Bastard. Wow, vanilla, caramel, butterscotch, peated malts, oakiness, a nice woodiness, big sweet dark fruits. Really just the essence of a Scotch ale mixed with a bourbon barrel. Just awesome, awesome stuff. Guys, the taste on the Backwoods Bastard. Cheers. Again, right at the front of the tongue, you're immediately hit with vanilla, followed almost immediately by like a peaty, scotchy, oaky flavor. Middle of the mouth, big caramel, butterscotch, toffee, sweet dark fruits. I mean, like concentrated raisins, more of that oakiness, more of that peated malt, maybe a little bit of like a black pepper type of flavor coming through, believe it or not. Toffee, burnt sugar, caramel, just big, sweet, dark kind of, notes in this one, mixed with the bourbon barrel quality, that vanilla oakiness, slight tannic quality, slight smoky kind of peat quality that you get in a really high quality Scotch. Nice sweet finish on this one. Definitely getting the burn in the back of the throat, like you would in a bourbon or a nice Scotch. Just plays off the sweetness perfectly, helps to cut some of that sweetness, believe it or not. Just an amazingly well crafted, hard to drink, really just want to sit down and sip this thing for like an hour and a half. Just amazing stuff. All right, guys, so the final verdict on the Founders Backwoods Bastard, 10.2%, limited quantities, guys. For me, this one's an easy A+, and like I said, I think it flies under a lot of people's radars for whatever reason. It is very limited produced. They don't make a lot of it, but for what it's worth, this is one of the best Scotch ales you're gonna find. This is one of the best bourbon barrel beers you're ever gonna find. And when those elements come together, they just create the harmonious beer that is Backwoods Bastard. It's not an easy beer to drink. It's definitely a sipping beer, but it has so many elements that are just so complex. It's like drinking a really good Scotch or a really good bourbon with big sweet kind of vanilla notes, this big kind of caramel backbone to it. Just awesome stuff. Nice warming feeling to it. Mouthfeel for days. Just amazing stuff. And if you haven't tried it, you're doing yourself an injustice. This is one of Founders' best beers. I mean, if you like KVS, you have to try this. It's a completely different beer, but it's just up there, with the same level of craftsmanship. So with that said, getting an A+ for me, and I'm going to go enjoy this one. So remember, folks, life's too short. Drink amazing beers. Cheers.